I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a
Talofa and welcome. Tonight I have with me Kruger Roache, the president of the New South Wales Senior Rugby Union Club. Did I get that right?
Yes, it is. Correct.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
No, the privilege is mine. Very, very grateful to have a platform that we can share, what we're trying to impact the community with. So very grateful for your time.
Now, as I said, you're the president of the New South Wales Senior Rugby Union Club. Now, what's the age group? What age group does that include?
We've got another committee, which is the New South Wales Junior Rugby Union. They've done an amazing job bringing in from under 12s, 14s, 16, 18s. They literally won everything in the Pacifica Games last year. Amazing organization, and they're doing such a great job. And however, once you go past 19 and above, then you sort of graduate to us. So we're hoping that some of these young men, some young talent, sort of come through before they lose interest or they get captured by rugby league.
Now, you're the president of a rugby union club. Certainly, there's a place in your heart with rugby union. Do you have any childhood stories of how rugby union has become a part of your life?
Well, I wish I was a good player. So it's probably I'll be lying if I said I was. I tried my hardest, but I think the main thing that I'm focused in rugby union is from just the culture from growing up in Samoa. There's no rugby league originally, but I can still remember in 1991 watching in our little flat in Auckland, watching the World Cup and being so inspired by the underdogs fighting against the world, and that's something that the Manu Samoa has done amazing job for that. However, even though it's not really managed well, however, I totally believe that the massive opportunity is in rugby union because it's become a lot more global, and that's where I'm really looking forward to this to help not only grow but develop some of our young men and women through so they can use this as a career.
And do you find that there is a demand of our Polynesian kids? Do you feel like there is a demand for something that you're doing right now?
Well, I can tell you now, there's a need. I don't think there's a demand, but it's a need because we have so much talent. We have been very blessed by God to provide the gift, not only of physicality, but I'm telling you, we're just natural at it. And this is something that I totally believe because we're missing a lot of our youth. And the struggle is if they're not doing something like this to release their frustration and things like that, then they might end up in things that we rather, with gangs and things like that. So it's a way to get them to focus on something better than probably something not as well.
Yeah. And over the years, I'm sure, have you seen lots of young youth change their lives due to having access to opportunities like this?
I can tell you a few of those boys will be walking in soon. It's amazing because there's a few walking in here. But I've had boys who were suicidal. I've had boys who were lost. But through opening an opportunity, releasing some of that energy that they have has sort of set them in the right path. And so I can't say it's all because of rugby, but utilizing the platform has really helped some of these boys.
And what is it that you feel that's in rugby, say the training and the game? What is it that, let's say, obviously they'll need discipline to come and train. What is it in rugby that you see that they use it as well in their day-to-day life?
It's a very strategic sport. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you mentioned the most important word, discipline. Yeah. It teaches them, what to do, and someone to do something that they have to do even if they don't want to do it. Yeah. Like tonight you're seeing it's been absolutely bucketing down, but there's a group of people there who are still willing to go out in this rain and train. And that's something that's really, really good. So I'm just getting my wife to buy them some food so we don't have to train, but at the same time, these guys are really keen to train. Yeah.
And how do you feel seeing the kids go through this opportunity of sport and rugby and then seeing them thrive and then making it to teams or seeing them be successful with their lives?
Like I said, I would love to say I benefit a lot from that, but I said the gratitude that it gives to me, I have, look, I've got 5 kids, but I have 50 of them in this team because why? Any one person of these kids make it, that's me. That's the biggest blessing that I find because it really, really, we're really happy for some of them. And so, like, I've got this young kid who just played for Tonga. Like, I know that's, but he, coming out of this, and he wasn't a kid always talented, but just lacking that little twiggy and things like that. And he's absolutely, I can tell you now, it wasn't from me. It's just the kid is so talented. We just needed a bit of guidance just to get them back on the right path.
And what do you feel has happened in your life that has put this on your heart to do this for our kids?
Well, we're very fortunate. My son is being blessed through that. He didn't go to the right school. However, through his hard work, he's now currently playing for Australia. And, fingers crossed that he makes the Olympic squad. Then, he'll be, because he debuted in Tokyo for his first tournament was in Tokyo, the Olympics. So hopefully that he can get through this time around. Fingers crossed.
And you feel that has inspired you, that you're able to do this for other kids as well?
The reason why it's absolutely inspired me because my son wasn't the talented player. But I'm telling you, I've told everybody the secret of what he did to get where he was. It was absolutely dedication, discipline, and just pure and utter hard work. Yeah.
Now, you're very friendly here with us today. Are you this friendly on the field when it comes to training time?
I'll be lying if I said that I am, but I'm firm. I'm very firm on the field and things like that, because why? We're not getting paid millions of dollars to turn up on cold days like this, but we turn up for the passion and for what we really wanted to get out of it.
And obviously this is your time, this is your time. And like you said, it's not just your children, it's other people's children as well. So what kind of legacy are you trying to leave behind with these kids and for your family as well?
So one of the first things that we try to utilize with our kids is goal setting. What do they really want out of this? And not to lie about themselves, because if you're going to come and say, oh, I want to play rugby, are you just training when you're training with me, or you're training by yourself? Like, what extras are you doing? Or I've got a lot of guys here who are at uni. Like, one of the young girls there is doing paramedics. Like, that's pretty hard, but they're willing to come. And this is something we like to distinguish. Do you really want it? What are you doing to absolutely? Because why? See, someone like that, I've got to be careful. They've got a big career ahead of them. So we don't want them to waste time turning up to training just for fun, but we want them to come here to really, really get something. When I first came to the Briars this year, like I came and said, look, I don't want to muck around. I don't want to, I don't want to do anything. But that's why, the reason why I want to mention them, I'm repping them, because why? They've pledged, to sponsor our New South Wales Samoa, which is something that, I take my hat up to the president, Mark, and, which is something that they're willing to come and support us, and Aaron and John Slanter. So because that's something that's really, really helped us, because it's going to help us with the fares and also help us with the accommodation in Samoa. As you know, it's very expensive over there as well. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned the Briars Rugby Club, and they've pledged $5,000 to your movement. Now, speaking on that, now you have a gala night coming, and I believe you're fundraising for the team to travel to Samoa. How did that come about?
Okay, so most of the boys are not wealthy guys who can just go and pay a few $1,000s to go to a trip. So what we've done as a committee is trying to do all the heavy lifting on the financial side, and so just allow the boys to do what they're best at. So we've hosted a gala night. We've tried to sell tickets. Even the boys, we said, look, if you sell one and bring another 2 or 3 people to the gala night, that will help you for the long run to. And the blessing that we have is we're not just taking, not only guys, some of these guys have never been to Samoa, but they're willing to come. And some of the guys who are not Samoan who went before, can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
Which is something that we know they love our culture, and that's probably something that the main thing. Some of these guys, I really want to embrace. As a Samoan, I'm very, very proud of who we are.
Yeah.
So I just want to share it. I don't want to impart it on anybody else, but I just want to share it with the world.
Now, I believe you were invited for an event in Samoa.
Yes, we are. So there's a few things. So this year, Apia Rugby is 100 years in Samoa. Vaiala Rugby is also 100 years in Samoa. And as well as that is Lakapi Samoa is 100 years. So we were very, very fortunate that one of our directors, Ronnie Bartea, really got an invitation from Tiki Tafua, or Titi Maya. He's a politician, and he's a former coach for the Man Samoa. So we're very, very fortunate that we can get to link up to these amazing people, and allows us to be invited to come and play in the tournament.
So the Gala Night, that's to fundraise to help with the team to get there to Samoa to obviously go and enjoy these invitations of the 100 years. Now, taking the team to Samoa, you mentioned that most of them haven't been there. What would you like your team to take away from Samoa?
Probably one of the main things, when I first took my kids, I want them to take Sunday away from there. The reason why I say that, because why? It's a holy day there. Yes, it's not the same as before, but it's such a peaceful day. People, so the craziness with the people say, all they do on Sunday is they go to church in the morning, they come and eat, they go to sleep, and then go to church in the afternoon again, which is something that I want them, because with our busy lives overseas, we just want them sometimes to take back, have a relax, rethink stuff before we start again.
Now, so the Gala Night is coming up. Could you tell us what's going to happen on the night, events, or what's it going to be like on the night?
Look, we've got an incredible MC who's donated her time to come as well, which is Miss Tara. She'll be our MC, but all we wanted to bring the people, and we want to fellowship with them. We want to see what our mission is. We want them to see who we are. That's what the Gala Night is, to expose us. We want to go out there and say, this is us. This is what we're trying to do. And if you can lend a shoulder for us to lay on, thank you. If you can't, then next time. So that's where it's for us, for us to show who we are and what we're trying to do.
Now, before we end our time together, is there any other last words that you'd like, for the viewers to understand or know about what's coming up for the movement that you've got going on?
Well, I'm going to give you my number, and if you can put it on the screen somewhere that, look, we still got tickets and tables for our Gala Night on the 15th of June. So if you want a table, please don't hit us up, or, and we've got a website as well, so we'll send that through as well with a Facebook page. But we just wanted to see, I just wanted to say that this is a worthwhile cause. It's really a need for our community, because we've got so much. We've got so much to offer to the world. I think if we can go back to Samoa, and this is my dream, this can be our biggest export. It's our people and our talent that we can export out. So we're not actually, not complaining about, we're very grateful for jobs that we have, but we're not doing that hardcore jobs. But we can go and, and then give back to our islanders, because I don't know about, every single one sends money nearly every week to Samoa. So that's where I'm hoping that this can leverage, working with this club as well, to bring a few more people from there to push through. But I'm just very grateful for your time to come out here on this rainy day to have a chat. So I'm thanking you.
All right, everybody, make sure you follow the links and pages to get a ticket for the Gala Night. Kruger Roache, Whawhetai Lava, for your time.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. got to move.